What if I told you it was okay not to know everything? Did you know that? Did you know it's okay to be a forever student? It's actually part of the qualifications. Did you know that? Let me take a seat. Because I need y'all to hear me real fucking clearly when I say this. Welcome to my Robe chronicles. Oh, we about to shake the table. Listen to me, y'all. So look. Hey, thank y'all for all the love, and I'm sending it back. Okay? So, there's a whole lot of things that we're going to cover. In my series of things that we're going to talk about. First of all, I want to say thank you to the Most High. Thank you to the Holy Spirit. Thank you to the deities that I work with, who shall not be named. You guys don't name your deities either. Keep it to yourself, honey bun. Okay? Don't tell nobody the names of your spirit guides. We don't do that, though. But anyway, let's take a cheers. Cheers. Take a cheers. Let's get into the tea. Now, on this path to being a damn human being, because as we already know, we are spirits living a human experience. And I know y'all hear that all the time. But Big Jane here to demystify the mystical. Okay? Now, everything is not what it seems. Okay? And I said, fuck it. Let me go on and join the group of people. Because you see, I know a lot of y'all know me for tarot. A lot of y'all know me for rapping, which I'm still a rapper. Big pain, never forget. And I feel like it's time for me to go ahead and share the knowledge. I want y'all to get to know more about me, because if I share more about me and what I practice and what I believe, I feel like that will help a lot of y'all to understand that you're not alone. Okay? I want to talk about bullies. I mean, we're going to see what the spirit has to say, okay? But let me just tell you something. Everybody has a spirit. Everybody has a higher self. We call that the Ori. In the Ifa practice, they call it Ori, O-R-I, okay? I wanted to touch on a few things. I know there's a whole bunch of different ideas and scenarios. So I'm going to just start real low, okay? Don't worry if I don't cover something that you want to cover. I promise you we will cover it on the next, because there's a lot of information that I want to tackle. But I want you guys to know a bully is a bully is a bully. That's the first thing I need to let you know. A bully is a bully. And if your spirit doesn't sit right with somebody, then it just don't sit right with them. You don't need nobody to fucking tell you. You don't need nobody to tell you that you need to listen, let me stay calm. So that brings me back to my original topic, which is it's okay not to know everything. You're not gonna know everything. You do know that, right? So when it comes to high-level conversations, educate yourself. If you don't know something, don't speak on it. Because you have to understand all of this stuff gets recorded into the Akashic records. Okay? And, you know, I know people love to bash New Age spirituality. I'm not here to do that, okay? Because people just love to bash what they don't understand. People honestly just love clickbait. Let's just keep it fucking real. And I've been seeing people that, well, let's go there, spirit. I know you got certain people that make you feel like you need to choose between being a Christian or a religion follower and a spiritual being. Well, those people are dead ass wrong. They must not have a connection to the divine, or they're not working for the divine spirits that you want them to be working with. Let's be fucking clear. Because just because someone says that they're spiritual, or that child, anyway, a lot of people get into these high level rooms and they know that a lot of people don't know the information that they know, right? And it's all a test. So they try to bully you into thinking, oh, you need to follow me, or you need to listen to me, or if you're not doing this right, if you don't know this, you're slow. That's not true. Most people have not read the Bible from front to back. Most people don't practice their fucking whatever they say they practice on the regular. I can speak on this because my family, look, I'm not perfect. But my family, one thing they taught me about our practices is you live in your skin every day. And you do the best thing that you can every day. I don't cut on my spirituality and cut it off. I don't do that. If y'all don't see me on here, trust and believe I'm doing something for the benefit of the collective. Okay? And I feel like most of y'all are like that. And I've been noticing a trend here where people try to outsmart each other, out-spiritualize each other. Like, what's the deal with that? How many billions of people are on this planet? How is that possible? How can you out spiritual someone when they're not even like you? What the fuck? Y'all don't have the same contracts. So why does it, child? Bitch, I need to take a sip. Y'all gonna take a sip? Y'all smoking? Take a hit for me. I don't know. The spirit blessed me almost 10 years ago to open this up. Don't let this face fool you. Don't let this age fool you. I'm 28. Spirit been working with me since I was 19. I will be 29 next year in April. Okay? Yes, a lot of people, good point, Mira. A lot of people operate out of their ego. When you see somebody, especially a healer, operating out of their ego, get off their page, block them. Let me tell you, I block people quick because I don't like that. Okay, let me say what I do like. I do feel appreciative for my platform. I do feel appreciative for all of my collective. Y'all are like my family. Okay? And we all, even if you're not a healer, it doesn't matter. Like, whoever you are is who the fuck you are. And that's who you was brought to this earth to be. So don't let nobody make you feel like less than because you haven't read the whole Bible. Or because you don't know what your relationship is with Jesus Christ. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for that. Take your time and figure that out. Don't let nobody tell you what you're supposed to do. Are they living your experience? I didn't fucking think so. And while you may look at somebody or whatever, someone may look like they got it all together, but they probably don't. They're figuring it out, and they could be operating out of ego and shadow. You know, it's like people are evolving every day. Okay? And if somebody tells you that they know it all, that's a fucking problem. They are on the path. They're on a portion of their path where they still have a lot of healing to do. Remember Erykah Badu, and it doesn't matter how you guys feel about her. I'm talking about what she said. The man who knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. If you really been down in them depths, if you really didn't walk down to purgatory and seen some people you fuck with down there, I'm gonna get real deep. If you are real and you really been to the trenches, then you know, baby, we don't know shit. So for somebody to act like they do, it's a problem. But, so, remember, everything that you do has a consequence. It doesn't matter if you think nobody's around. If you're doing something in secret in the bathroom, you're being watched at all times, just like everyone else. So if you don't understand your relationship with crystals yet, if you feel like you need to leave the church, you feel like you need to go back to the church, who the fuck cares? That's your business. If you feel like you want to try Buddhism out, you like to meditate, do that. But I'm telling you right now, the enemy always is going to try to use other people to stop you when you got something going on. Yeah, let me not do that. I can't speak for other people, other healers, or other people with platforms, but I know I take my platform serious. Y'all mean a lot to me. And for me and people who are like me, it's like this. It's part of our contract to help people. So if they're not helping you, they have to answer to that. So don't worry. There are people out there, and even not just the healers, people in your life, your friends, your manager, blah, 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 your parents, your grandparents. They got to answer to all that stuff. So don't be spiteful, because that ain't doing nothing but hardening your fucking heart. Like, that's what I'm saying. The enemy look, God is miraculous. The source is miraculous. Okay? And I keep hearing the song Confessions by Usher in my head. It's like, just when I thought I said all I can say, my chick on the side, like, not saying that the source is, but the source is always there for you, says she got one on the way, like something new on the way. And if your heart is hardened, or if you're so stuck, like, oh, I don't like, oh, the church did me bad. Oh, I know that because they was being used by the enemy. You know that, right? So let's not negate our own power, because also when you walk into spaces and you don't receive the message, you're not believing in yourself. So you got to trust yourself. And I'm no way beating you guys up. I'm trying to do the opposite. I want you to know that you have the power. Okay? Prayer is power. Meditation is power. And I don't know, for some reason, I saw somebody post that prayer is the opposite of meditating. I guess trying to insinuate that you shouldn't pray. Baby, run. If somebody tells you not to pray. You are a multifaceted person. Are you fucking serious? Talk to your higher self. Your higher self has lived many, many lives. All right? But you know more than these people want you to, like, you know what I mean? People feed off of energy. People think they're doing the right thing all the time. Hitler thought he was I'm gonna go there. Hitler thought he was doing the right thing. I'm not gonna give my opinion on that, but I'm just trying to give you a perspective. Okay? I'm not into the patriarchy. I'm not. I'm sorry. If somebody's too patriarchal, that's a problem too. And that's not bashing men. I love humans, but we have to call it what it is. Were they born with a womb? No, they weren't. I'm not going to argue with you when you weren't born. So, and God, please forgive me. God knows my heart. It's the truth. We need to understand that's a biological thing. That's not where I'm trying to go with the conversation, but I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say here. So anytime somebody tries to minimize you or make you feel smaller, get the fuck away from them. Make them heal themselves. Make them do shadow work before they pray over you, before they talk to you about some shit. You know, so like I said with the whole church thing, my bad, I'm a little ADD. Neurodivergent, stand up, because I'm definitely one of them. Proud. Back to the original topic, because my brain bounces like a motherfucking ping pong between here and the 6th dimension. Like a lot of you guys too. So, what I was trying to say about the church or the mosque or the temple, if you feel like you go there and you have a skewed like message from there, you do realize that you're not trusting your own spirit to have brought you to the right place. Now, I'm not saying that all religions are, look, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is religion brings you to spirituality. So this false narrative that religion and spirit is separate, it's not separate. They're just different forms of the same thing. And you do have to understand. Now, obviously, 1155, obviously there are differences. But what I'm trying to get at is your path is your fucking path. Religion brings you to spirituality. So, you know, I'm a Pentecostal by choice. You know what I mean? If I had to choose a religion, well, really Buddhist. Like, you see what I'm saying? I grew up in a Buddhist family, if y'all want to be honest. And I don't even share that with people. But I just want you to know what I'm getting at here. But I was Pentecostal for a long time. You see what I'm saying? I grew up in a house where we always had different practices in the house. That's just what it was. So, and look at me now. God done blessed me. Still blessing me. And I'm still fucking learning every day. And this is why I can come out here and talk about it. Because I be looking at different creators and stuff. And I'm just like, see, I wish people would just understand. Saying, I don't know, I'm not sure of that answer yet. That's okay. You should say that. Instead of trying to lead people down this path thinking that you know every fucking thing, you're harming people. So when it comes to religion brings you to the spirit. So just like when I was in the Pentecostal church, the Holy Spirit, they catch, and I was apostolic, honey. You know, they was running around and falling out in the church. That's not fake. I mean, you know, we got them people who always falling out. But who's to say that they're not really catching the Holy Spirit? You don't fucking know. How many times you heard somebody speak in tongues? Okay, let's talk about Buddhism and meditating. How many times have you meditated and you just drifted off to a whole other place? And you get to thinking that your brain is just making up scenarios, but is it? I'm just saying. So that's called spirituality. And there's nothing wrong with being need to let. And that's another thing. I think a lot of people have this false narrative in their head. And it's because it's not their fault. We've been taught that you're supposed to be a CEO, entrepreneur. I'm all of those things. And let me tell you, this shit ain't easy. This business right here, this is like my third business. I was a cosmetic person first. I used to do, and I still do it, cavity lipo, melting fat off of people. Working for myself, been stopped. You know what I mean? I'm telling you what I know, baby. This shit is not easy. Being an entrepreneur is not easy, and it is not for everybody else. And let me tell you, any entrepreneur will tell you they did nothing by themselves. If I didn't have my partner, if I didn't have my team, I don't know where the fuck I would be. Fucking somewhere with my damn head cut off. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody doesn't have to be a leader. It's a big responsibility and it's heavy. And honestly, being the second in command is just as heavy. Being a supporter is just as heavy because people need your feedback. That's what I'm saying. Especially if you're like a creator of some sort like me. Like I said, I rap and I'm a seer. I help people heal. And also cavity lipo. You know what I'm saying? I was, what they call it, shaping people's body, melting the fat and giving them. It's called liposuction without surgery. So you think that my customers, my clients weren't just as important as me? They are, because if my clients don't like the way I'm, if they're not receiving me in the way that they need to receive me, How am I going to ever make, like, you know, it's a give and take. So we need to take a step back and understand New Age spirituality is not new. The only thing that makes it new is this here internet. Look, I'm burping. Excuse me. That's the truth. I need the fat melted. Okay, child. I book a session, okay? But I'm just saying, like, you are a multifaceted being. If you guys knew me 10 years ago, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't believe I'm here. Same thing as you guys. If people met you 10 years ago, they wouldn't believe that you'll be here. But I'm so sick and tired of people abusing their power, specifically in the spiritual realm. And if anybody's watching this video and you know that you're doing wrong by them folk, you need to repent. And that's what it's hard for them to get checked because there's not a lot of us up here. I'm not saying that's not what I mean. And I'm not saying that people aren't spiritual. That's not it. But I'm just saying there are certain trials and tribulations. You know, there's certain tests that you gotta pass, and everybody will get there if they want to get there. But again, you gotta understand, I started this shit like almost 10 years ago, so don't feel bad. You know, honestly, I started it a lot. Honestly, I was going to Buddhist fucking school when I was 5 years old. So I've been in the temple, real deep into spirituality since I was a little girl. I'm just saying that to you guys so you don't feel bad for not knowing. There's plenty of shit I don't fucking know. And I don't claim to know it. I keep my mouth shut about a lot of things, but it's starting to get out of line. And honestly, I be looking at videos and it don't be hitting for me. I be like, I want to hear what I got to say. You know, I just want you guys to know that y'all have the power. Okay? And if you don't know something, it's all right. Study. I'm hearing Anunnaki. Baby, do you know how long it might take you to learn who the Anunnaki really is in your life? I just got another revelation about their behinds about a week or two ago. You see what I'm saying? You have to always learn. I went through many steps about who the Anunnaki was. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they force? Did they make us? Are they gods? Are they aliens? That's the most common ones, right? The Greys. Who are the Greys? Who are the Palladians? How many dimensions are there? Are there 12? Are there 36? Are there 32? Are there 8 dimensions? Oh my God, how many dimensions are there? What is the Akashic Records? How does that work? What is that? What is that? What is that? You see what I'm saying? These are questions that you must ask that will come to you. You know, and I'm gonna say one thing to give you guys an example of what I mean by, let me give you an example. Like maybe earlier this year, like I'm talking like March, April, right? That's like 9 months ago. I saw a creator that was talking about the Anunnaki and stuff like that. And this particular creator was telling people to eat in their dreams. I'll never forget it. And this pissed me off. This person said, yeah, so there's, when your ancestors want to talk to you in your dream, they'll present you with the egg. Listen to me now. Most people don't know what the fuck eating in a dream means. Like, most people do not know that. You see what I'm saying? So if you know the truth, don't you feel like ask yourself, if you know something that you know, like if God has blessed, because listen, you could ask God till you blue in the fucking face. If source don't want you to know the information, you're not gonna know. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, don't feel bad. Like, there's plenty of shit that, okay, let me stay on topic. I'm just trying to let you know, like remember what I said in the beginning. I do not know everything, and I know that. I don't want to know everything because then that means I'm supposed to be back with the creator in the ethers, and I'm not ready to go back yet. I love learning. I don't know about y'all. But listen, so this creator, he was like, he's real deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, real deep metaphysical creator. Like, I could tell he's been some deep places now. But what I didn't like about him was he led his followers. He has a big following on YouTube. I'm not going to drop his name. Doesn't matter. Y'all might know who I'm talking about. But this creator specifically was like, yeah, your ancestors come to you in your dream and they'll give you an egg and tell you to eat of the egg. This is what he said now. He said when he did it in his dream, he saw a long line of his ancestors, his galactic ancestors as well. He put his hand in the egg and it looked like guts and intestines and nasty stuff. That's what he said now. And he said, so he was scared to eat it, but then he ate it and it was sweet. And then he said, you hear the manipulation that I'm saying? I'm just trying to school y'all, bro. I be seeing this shit like want to throw up. For real. I call that spiritual RAPE. We call that spiritual assault. So yeah, he told his followers, who he knows, this is what's pissing me off. He knows the people watching this never happened to them before. He knows that. You see what I'm saying? He knows that. So you gonna fucking tell them, you gonna, first of all, lie. My problem with that is that he's lying. Talking about your ancestors. Do you know what happens? No, when you're eating in your dream, you're making a deal with an entity. That's what's happening. You're either making a deal with an entity or you're giving someone a location on you, something like that, who trying to come up in your dream and pull off your energy. That's what's happening. Y'all, do you know how fucking pissed I was? I was upset. Because I'm like, this is what people don't know. And he sounds so right. How would you know if you have not been blessed with that? Not everybody has not everybody has wants to fucking go so deep in their spiritual journey. And I get it. It's really dark and deep sometimes. I get it. But that's why I feel like healers who have taken that step to devote their life to their craft, because I devoted my life to this. God is good. Me and God had to talk about that for a while. And at January 1st of this year, me and God devoted ourselves. I devoted myself to my craft. Been doing this shit for almost a decade, and then I finally decided to devote myself no matter what happened. So, and I understand what comes with that. Not everybody wants to do that, or not everybody is called to do that. So like if you're a lawyer or if you're like a CEO, you don't got fucking time to be studying so much. It's kind of like when I used to be in the mental health field. I used to do diagnostic assessments. So I would have mental health patients come in and I would get their diagnosis, get their story, write up a whole essay, write up a whole bunch of information. And then I would condense it to a small 5-paragraph thing and send it to the doctor, because the doctor ain't got fucking time to be reading all that shit. So the doctor has to trust me as the DA to give him the right information. That's what I'm saying about people who need to find spirituality. You trust people like us, you trust people like me, and the guy that I was speaking of and all these other creators, you trust us to have did the due diligence, right? So that's why I don't like that. Okay, so in closing, I just want to let you guys know, y'all have so much power. I'm gonna really do a story time, and I want you guys to know more about me. Okay? I know something about me. The spirit saved me, bitch. My ancestors came and whooped my ass. Literally. They jumped me. It's funny. It wasn't funny then. But I'm just saying, So, I hope I'm making sense. I know I wanted to talk to y'all and let you know, baby, I don't give a fuck if they got 1 million followers. Honestly, a lot of big pages you gotta watch out for them. No, I don't promote. I don't hit the promote on my TikTok. Okay, you might look at my TikTok or my Instagram, my YouTube. Okay, it's at where it's at. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm grateful to have an organic audience. And y'all come to me because you trust me. So I'll be damned if I see somebody playing with my people, lying to them, telling them to eat stuff. That's fucked up. You know what I'm trying, y'all get what I'm saying, right? You know how fucked up that is to not only lie to a person, but basically tell them to sell their soul, give their soul over to somebody under the preface that they think it's their ancestors? That's the most thing you could do. So I love y'all too much, and if there's any other topics you guys ever want to talk about, please let me know. I got way more to say, but I'm gonna shut it off now. I'm gonna stop. Okay? I'm gonna let y'all digest that. But homework, if you want to know, seems like whoever's watching this video, you guys are being called, look up the Anunnaki for yourself. Okay? Reread that Bible if you feel led to do that. Please. There is a firmament in the Bible. There is a firmament in the Bible. You guys want to talk about hollow earth, flat earth? I'm your fucking girl. Because I'm not going to make you feel bad. We don't know. None of us don't know nothing. I ain't gonna get down. I don't want to make nobody mad who's a flat earther. Because, okay, fine. I guess we're not done. We're almost done. When it comes to flat earth and the firmament and hollow earth, I personally, from what I've been shown, I don't believe there's a flat earth. That's me. Don't cancel me. However, This is my first time saying it, and I probably won't say it that much on my platform because I do not like to make people feel bad. Also, what the fuck do I know? I'm a human. Shit, the spirit can give me a revelation and then I could change my mind, and that's okay. But the reason what I'm saying is I understand people who believe in the flat earth because the firmament is real. See what I'm saying? The firmament is a real thing. It's right in Genesis. I read it myself. The firmament, and they in the Bible. Now, I'm not saying that look, feel however you want to feel about the Bible. That's not the whole point here. I'm not vouching for the Bible. I love the Bible, but you don't have to. I'm just saying somebody thought it was important to tell us about a firmament. So yes, I believe in the firmament, and I still don't believe the earth is flat. Me personally, though, I do believe it's a hollow earth. I don't think it's hollow all the way through, but I think it's way more hollow than we realize. I do believe Agartha is down there. Dinosaurs, woolly mammoths. You know I'm team Admiral Byrd. I didn't learn about Byrd. But the way I'm set up is I like to study because I take y'all serious. I like to study for like a long time before I come speak on something, because that's not, like I said, everybody has not been called to devote their fucking life to this. So if I'm going to devote my life and help you guys, I'm going to do the best I fucking can. I'm not going to half-ass it. So I do believe what Admiral Byrd said was true. Okay. I do believe all of those things, but this is just what have been shown in my meditations, in my line of work, in my practice, because I do not even practice what most people probably think I practice. Yes, I do tarot, but I'm intuitive. I know everybody says they don't need the tarot. Okay, that's good for them. I don't, for real. But that took a long time. You know what I mean? I come from a line of seers. You know, both of my grandmothers are highly prophetic. My one of my grandmothers is straight from Thailand. Like, she's still living. And that's my matriarch. She is from Thailand, from the country in Thailand, not from the city. This a real woman right here. Real spiritual. Real fucking spiritual. So I've been adapted to altars. Like, when I was a little girl, my fucking playroom was the Buddha room. I'm not kidding. My grandmother sent me to a Buddhist temple every year for a few years in a row, like summer school. Me and my sister, to learn about Buddhism. We learned how to chant. We learned how to dance. We learned how to meditate. We learned the language. I'm hella grateful for that because I'm a Black American woman. You know what I mean? I'm Black. But I'm also blessed enough to know my mom's people. You see what I'm saying? You got to learn to embrace all of you. And a lot of people don't embrace all of them. So this is why they want to fight between, oh, is the earth hollow? Oh, is it flat? Why can't it be fucking both, bitch? Does it really matter? Like, and I don't mean no disrespect by that. I'm just trying to say, like, I'm not saying does it matter, because okay. But for the sake of conversation, when you're usually having a conversation, you don't gotta fight with each other. We fight too much within the spiritual community. Why are we doing that? We don't need to do. Nobody knows everything. You see? So I believe in the hollow earth. But I totally understand flat earthers. I totally get it. I'm not going to tell nobody that they're wrong. How do I know? I'm not fucking God. You know, I don't know. Another thing, I'm going to be for real. I know people like to fucking act like they know everything. I'm going to just say it. I don't know if we went to the moon or not. I don't know if I believe, I don't know if I believe that we didn't go to Earth. I don't know. But allow yourself space to just sit in your current reality. Make sure you're present. God will reveal all of these things to you when you're ready. In time. And I know I'm a walking like testimony. Some things will upset you. Like, some things will upset us when we find it out. Don't get upset. Like, meaning, like, be okay to not know the information, because everything is in divine time. And if God doesn't want you to know yet, respect that. Respect yourself, because if you force yourself to know, it's too fucking late. You know what I mean? So, ignorance is a bliss sometimes. And yeah, perspectives and possibilities. Jordan said, it's always good to be open to different perspectives and possibilities. And that's what I'm trying to say. I spent a lot of my life not knowing who I was. You know what I mean? I'm mixed. I know I look a little light-skinned because it's cold up here, but I'm darker than other mixed people, because my grandmother, my mom, they're from a Pacific island. Like, they're islanders, you know what I mean? But they're Asian. So I don't look like other mixed kids. I don't. I'm way darker than them. You know? My hair is a little bit coarser than theirs. You see what I'm saying? I still got the curly hair, but it's coarser. My mom and them used to call me bushwhacker when I was a kid because my hair was a little coarser. I don't look like the average. So mixed kids didn't want me sitting with them. The white kids, I'm not white, you know, just a little bit white. I don't look like them, but they accepted me. Shit, I went through my emo stage. I'm just being fucking real with y'all. I went to a math and technology school and I got 20 tattoos on my body. What? You're a fucking geek? You're a nerd and you're tatted like that? Got all my tattoos in high school too. I was a fighter. Y'all want to talk some real tea? Because the enemy don't shame me, and this is how y'all need to remember: enemy don't keep you quiet. Who the fuck is a 50 Cent? These haters gonna come on your page and try to talk shit to who the fuck is a 50 Cent? They want a shout out from you. So if you don't like something somebody gotta say, let them stay in their own bubble, and you ask the spirit to reveal it to you because they're being handled. So remember what I said about these big pages, and that's no shade. Look, it's not just against them. I'm just saying there are certain ones. There's a couple I'm thinking of right now. I'm not gonna name them. But there's a few people who I feel do a lot of fear mongering, and they do a lot of fear mongering versus helping you. Like, take a chill pill. Okay? You know a lot more than you think you know. Because you've lived on a lot more planets than you know. Did I say that? I sure did. Remember what I said? Look up the Anunnaki for yourself. See who they are. See what type of relationship you have with them. Look up the firmament. Look up Genesis. Read, if you don't read nothing else, read Genesis. Just read the book of Genesis. You don't even got to read all of it. Read like the first 5 books. I fucking guarantee your life will change. Your perspective on a lot of things will change. And if you're like, Jane, I've already read it, read it again. You're being called to read it again. Deuteronomy. Leviticus. Leviticus is later though. Do yourself a favor and wait on Leviticus. If you know that this is intimidating, if just understand it's okay to learn. You know what somebody told me? Somebody said, what'd they say? Something about, like, if you just, anyway, something like basically limiting your spirituality is like trying to suck the whole universe through a straw. Think about that. Would you suck the whole universe through a straw? No. So just chill. Some people think that the ocean is outer space. Could be. Right? Do we know? Am I a fucking astronaut? No, I don't know. I like to learn though. Let me know. I want to know. Shit. Been a nerd. You want me to be honest? Been a nerd, nigga. I used to, real shit. I was one of them kids that went to a magnet school. Okay. I would get on the bus at like 5 a.m. and it would take me 2.5 hours to get to school every day. I went to a math, science, and technology school. I love math. Okay. Always loved math. Was a gifted student in elementary. All that. I was completely a fucking nerd. I signed up for IB, International Baccalaureate. The only reason I didn't go in there because I thought I was too cool. By the time I got to high school, I was a fighter. So I thought I was too cool. I didn't want to be the smart kid. Been the smart girl. Been. So you're nerdy, you're quirky like me? Good, bitch. Hey. Weird girls. I thought, you got that one creator that says the weird girls. Yeah, weird girls. Weird guys. The fuck? I like reading. I like it. I love Nikola Tesla. I love math. Like, what else do I like that y'all like? I'm super sci-fi'd out. Like, I love science fiction. Are you serious? And I love trap music too. You can like all of it. I'm a fucking rapper. And my rapping, y'all can look up Jane Pompang on SoundCloud. I got it up there. Y'all will be like, this is what you're talking about? It ain't spiritual. Put it like that. In closing, though, it's all right to give yourself space to learn, okay? But one thing you don't want to do, don't throw no root at nobody. Don't do it. If you've already done it, please just repent and don't do it again. Now, a reversal, a spiritual bath, that's different. But when it comes to a reversal, remember, reversals don't have a name. That's a different topic. I don't want to get into that. But Like I said earlier, remember what we were saying earlier. And remember, if you guys missed this will be on my YouTube, Jane the Seer. Okay? Yes, love being a weirdo and a nerd. Because you can be yourself. But listen. You think nobody sees you, but everything is being clocked. And I know certain practices, I'm not coming for no practices. But like I said, in my experience, karma is real. Doesn't matter what you try to tell yourself. Everything is recorded. You might call it ancestral karma or ancestral debts, or you might call it the threefold rule. Whatever you call it, it is the same thing. Manifested in a different way. So like I said earlier about the whole arguing about flat earth and hollow earth, you do know that most of us who believe in flat earth and hollow earth, we believe the same things, right? So why are we fighting? Who knows? The earth could be flat and fucking hollow, bitch. It depends on the reality that you're sitting in. We're going to talk about that whole 5D earth and all that. We'll talk about that too. But I already done went over time. I hope y'all like this, okay? I love y'all. I love talking about stuff like this. I'm definitely a metaphysical girl. I'm a meditator. That's me. I feel like this. Why I keep, and in closing about the fucking flat earth and hollow earth thing, what I'm trying to get at is that's not the point. Like, that's not really what you want to know. Like, be real with yourself. You know what I mean? You don't really want to know that. And that's okay to not understand. Like, you don't actually care so much if the earth is flat or hollow. You care about what the fuck going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we don't need to come down each other's throat about what this person believes and what you believe. You know what I'm trying to say, guys? So, everybody gonna believe what they believe. A person in India is not gonna think the same thing as someone in Uganda. They're just not. Why? Because they don't have the same reality. Somebody that had to sleep, come on now, somebody that has to sleep outside is never gonna have the same thoughts as somebody living in a penthouse. It's just not possible. So for us to come at each other's necks about, oh, you pray to this person. Oh, no, fuck that. Go back to spirit. Fuck that. Go back to your spirit. Who are you? What are your morals and your principles? It's principalities in this shit. Okay? Shout out to Big Worm. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Be cautious of different, random songs that come in your head, different thoughts. I promise you, if you never did it, start today. Remember what Jane said, starting today and here on out. Now, I know a lot of y'all already do this, and I'm here to let you know you're on the right path if you do this. Anytime you get a random thought in your head, whether it be any random thought that benefits you, you know what I mean? Not something bad, like trying to make you feel like you ain't shit. Okay, no, that's the enemy. Bye. But like how I just said, how the Big Worm reference just came in my head. That probably made, that went specifically for this. So when you're thinking of a random song, or you're thinking of a random person, it could be a person in your life, or just like a person that, I don't know, singer, rapper, content creator, spiritualist, politician, an old teacher of yours, whatever. It was 38 when I said that. When you start thinking of those things, you see what I'm saying? I bet you the spirit has something to show you. Mary Magdalene. Somebody needs to look up Mary Magdalene. They see now the spirit is trying to work with me and I got to go. I don't actually got to go, but I just don't want it to be too long. Now, I know y'all don't like these long videos. I hope y'all feeling what I'm saying, right? Right. My girl said if we aliens, it don't matter. It don't fucking... Somebody who gets it. Because it don't fucking matter. It do not fucking matter. What matters is we are all one. This is my belief. We all come from the same consciousness. We are just, you know how they say God makes us in their image? Yeah. It's just one consciousness experiencing itself in different ways. This is why there is good and bad energy. That's always going to be the reality. But when you make the choice to pick your side and stick to it, that's it. So remember what I said. Be cautious of who you're watching. If you watch somebody, now look, people are going to have a bad day. But if you're watching somebody like a motivational speaker or something, or just anybody, a fucking sports person, I don't know, anybody, right? If you start to get the feeling like you really used to rock with them, right? But then you're like, I don't like what they had to say about gay people. I don't like what they had to say about poor people. I'm just giving examples here, right? Guess what? That's your higher self and your spirit telling you that person might not resonate with you anymore. And that is okay. You have leveled up. See what I'm saying? So remember what I said, when you start to think of a song, look up the lyrics. When you think of a TV show, watch that episode. There could be a message in there for you. And pay attention. Ask the spirit, be like, God, show me. Show me what you, show me. You don't even got to say all that. But if you want to make sure, you could just say, God, show me. Or have the intent in your head, like, okay, what do I need to see? You see what I'm saying? For my highest and greatest good. Highest and greatest good. Most enlightened. You see what I'm saying? Because divine beings are good and bad. Okay? I definitely love y'all, and I will be back again for another robe combo.